This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Yesterday, whatever we were talking about is with respect to bank transfer a payment to a vendor account. Right? Whatever we understood yesterday, it was all clear, but towards the end, we realized we were looking at the payment document. But when you checked the table, we were not in a position to get vendor bank account details. What was the reason behind that? Why we could not get vendor account details on the table?
In FPGP configuration, it was for country versus check payment.
Check.
We did check payment, I think.
Right. It is because of the payment method check instead of payment method transfer. Right. Now, what we will do is point number one, let's say scenario number one. Create a BP vendor. Update, let's say 3 bank account details of vendor. We need to create one vendor, and in the vendor master you need to update 3 bank account details of your vendor. Let's say bank 1, in short vendor bank 1, vendor bank 2, vendor bank 3, 2 and then 3. One, let's say HDFC bank. Second one I will take, let's say SBI bank. Third one I will say Kotak bank.
So there is a little lag, sir.
Take any account number, it is okay. Is it lag for everyone?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
All right. Now HDFC bank account number I will write maybe 1122334455. This is the HDFC bank account number, dummy number I am taking. Now SBI account number I will take 2233445566. Similarly, Kotak I will take 3344556677. Okay. And you also need bank key for it. Am I right? Along with bank account number, we also require bank key. Let me take HDFC T01, SBI test 01 is what I am referring to here, Kotak T01. This is what I wanted to take. Once this is done, we'll have to create 3 vendor invoices. First we'll have to create a vendor, then you'll have to create 3 vendor invoices. I'm not writing a name just to ensure. When you do this, you can take any vendor of your choice, but make sure don't use existing vendor, strictly create a fresh vendor. Strictly create a fresh new vendor and then accordingly do it. And next one, invoice 1, invoice 2, invoice 3. Invoice 1, 2, 3, you take any value. Let's say I will take 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. And let's assume that you have received instruction from the vendor to process the payment as below. Invoice number 1 to be paid to HDFC Bank. Invoice number 2 to be paid to SBI Bank. Invoice number 3 to be paid to Kotak Bank. Is this possible or not?
Possible. Yes, sir.
Vendor has given instruction in this way: 10,000 please deposit in my HDFC Bank, 20,000 deposit in my SBI bank, 30,000 deposit in my Kotak bank. This is what we need to do. And for this vendor, for these three invoices, we need to process payment. Which payment? Automatic payment or manual payment?
Automatic payment.
Automatic payment.
We'll have to process automatic payment. Let's say process the payment with APP, in short F110. Once payment is processed using F110, or Digvijay, can you please go on mute? Yeah. Once payment is processed with F110 or APP, you need to ensure and map the vendor bank details from APP tables. Map the vendor bank details from APP table. We have two tables which we majoritarily use, right, for APP. What are those two tables?
REGH,
For online transfer, for payments.
yes.
REGUP.
REGUP and REGUH is what you'll have to refer. And you need to make sure from these two tables you are able to map these details. First, what I will do is, or first what we will do, we will create a vendor. Now for creating a vendor, let's take any one company code. In this, let me see if I have a company code OX02 KM10. This is here. Now, first, I will create a vendor. First, what I'll do, I'll create a vendor. I'll go to BP, business partner. Click on organization. Let me create one company. Let me take domestic customer vendor. Okay, I'll take domestic vendor. Title company. I will put vendor name. Let's say vendor APP transfer. I'm writing vendor name as vendor APP transfer, or I'll simply put APP transfer. I'll put APP here. APP, just ignore the address. Language is English. Continue. Now, where we need to map vendor bank account details? Is it in BP or is it in vendor role?
Is BP, sir. Payment transaction.
BP.
We need to map it
BP, general
within the
payment
business
transaction.
partner, and you'll have to go to payment transaction. Go to this, and here you need to give partner bank identification, any code you will give. I'll put, let's say, 001, 002, 003. Any coding you can give. Maybe P01, P02, just 1, 2, 3, anything you can give. 101, 102, 103, anything is okay. All these bank accounts are in India. I will put India for everything. India, India. Bank key, we had an example bank keys. Let me take same bank key, put this in SAP, and bank account number also we had taken something. Copy this and put this here. Account holder name. Everywhere we will take same thing. What is it? APP vendor only. Enter. When I press enter, wherever bank key is not available, system is giving a pop-up to create from the screen itself. This is right. If bank key is available, it will take bank master address automatically. If not, it will give a pop-up, meaning you can create the master from this screen itself. This is related to HDFC. I'll put HDFC Bank Limited. Branch, I'll say Madhapur branch. Street, BNKSTR Street. Number 9. Postal code, take something. Hyderabad, region this. And take same bank key in the bank number. Continue. And it is also asking us to update details related to State Bank. I'll put State Bank of India Limited. Let's say I'll put Jubilee Hills, 7 Street, JH Street, postal code Hyderabad. Thus, same bank key will become your bank number. Last one, Kotak. I'll take Kotak Bank Limited. Let's say I'll put Gachibowli branch, street GB Street, 4 Hyderabad, region. Same bank key will become your bank number and then enter. Now we are able to create business partner or BP master along with BP bank details. Let us proceed to save this. Now this is giving a message, no transfer of interval object BU underscore partner. This is because some number range error.
Yes, sir.
Double click on this.
Yes.
The last number of the interval should be assigned. Number assignment, it is not possible. You must organize the relevant data or reset the number manually. Whatever the number range that is used for this business partner grouping, it is completely exhausted.
Sorry for interrupting, Ajay.
Whatever the number range, yeah.
Is this a bank ID which we create? It's not a vendor bank ID, right? It's our bank ID. I mean, it's company bank ID, right?
No, vendor, not company.
Vendor. Okay, sir.
These are your vendor bank accounts, not company bank accounts.
Okay, vendor.
Okay, right. What I'll do, since there is a problem, I will come back because we will not be able to save it just because number range there is a problem. Let me try to click on create one more time. This time what I'll do, before I create the bank detail, let us first try to save the BP master. Okay, I'll put some other thing. Let's say LGV1. Cancel, yes. I'll go to BP one more time. Organization, LGV1 company, APP transfer, APP here also. Language, I'll pick English. Enter and let me try to save this. Here I'm able to save business partner. I'll go to change business partner, payment transaction. I'll put same thing, 1 2 and then 3. Country is India for every bank. Bank key HDFC, State Bank and then Kotak. Bank account number 1, 2 and then 3. Account holder name APP transfer. Everywhere I'll put same name. This again I need to create. HDFC, I'll put HDFC Bank Limited, High Tech City branch, street HT Street number 5. Any address is okay. Region this, and this will be HDFC. Second one, State Bank of India Limited. When you're doing this, you need to ensure your data is properly created without any mistake. No test data, no dummy record. Make sure accurate data, proper information you will create it to understand the process in a clear manner. And bank branch, let me take Gachibowli branch. I'll put GB Street 7, Hyderabad, region this, bank number SBI. Finally, Kotak Bank Limited, branch I'll take, let's say, Kukatpalli branch, KP Street, house number 1, postal code Hyderabad, region, and this will be your Kotak. Enter and then save it. Currently, what we are able to do, we are able to create vendor account. We are also able to create vendor bank details. Next, once this is done, you need to understand tables. Tables related to BP. Now in this, what we need? First, a table where you can see the BP master.
BUT 000.
BP triple
BUT
Triple zero.
000. When I put BUT 000, if I put 61 BP number, we are able to see APP transfer vendor. Because our vendor name is APP transfer, we are able to see this here. Make sure this table you make a note first. BUT 000, business partner, name and address. Now we also need to know BP roles, right? What roles are assigned to business partner? Table
BUT
BUT
100.
100.
BUT 100.
BUT 100, BP roles. BUT 100, I'll put business partner 61, run this. Currently, this business partner is not assigned with any role. Role is basically customer, vendor, these are the things. We did not extend this BP as vendor or as a customer also. Since there is no role, there is no data in the table. Next one, for this business partner, did you update bank details or not?
Yes.
Which table will give you bank account details of your business partner? And remember,
LFBK.
all the BP related
BUT
table
0 BK.
LFBK if you are converted BP as a vendor. Currently, did we converted BP as vendor? No, right?
No.
So it will not come.
No.
So if you are not sure about the table, remember any business partner related table is with put BUT star F4. Choose table, enter. What are we looking for? Bank, right? Just do a control F, find bank. Check, do you have anywhere BP bank details?
BUT0BK.
There's something called BUT0BK, BP bank details. You also have BUT0BANK, business partner bank data. Let's verify the first one first. Enter. Our BP number is a 61. Execute. From here, are you getting any data?
No.
BUT0BANK is not giving any data. What was the other table we saw?
0BK.
Please start again.
0
Table,
BK, 0 BK.
bank. Even when you're working in the project, don't Google it. Don't Google it. You'll have to come to this and then identify in this way. Bank. BP bank details, BUT0BK. Enter. Put your BP number 61. Execute. We had 3 bank account details. And if I hide the blank columns, are you able to see?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, no? Copy this table, BUT0BK, and you will be questioned with these points. This is your BP bank details. BP role is what? BUT 100.
100. Yes, sir.
100. Now, from the business partner side, we are able to understand bank account details of your BP is updated in BUT0BK. Tomorrow, somebody might ask, from which table you will see vendor bank details or BP bank detail. You can either say LFBK if BP is extended as a vendor. If not, you can say BUT0BK. Next, what we need to do, we need to convert this BP as a vendor. For converting BP as a vendor, be on the change mode. Vendor role FLVN00. Choose this. Make sure in the vendor general data, BP number is getting updated. Here this is getting updated. Account group, vendor number is fine. Click on company code. I will be using a KM10 company code. Put this. Reconciliation account. Choose any reconciliation account. Accounts payable domestic. Enter. Sort key you can put 001. Go to vendor payment transaction. Terms of payment I'll take 0001 immediate due. Scroll down. In the automatic payment, you need to make sure payment method is updated. In general, for check, what payment method will be used in standard?
C.
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 C. Right. And for online transfer,
T.
it will be T. So if I wanted to update both, certain payments are processed with the check, certain payments are processed with the transfer. If I want both, I need to make sure CT. I should not put any separator here. No comma, no space, no dot, because every single digit, including comma dot, can become a payment method. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
When you create a payment method, you can create a payment method with this dot, comma, underscore, at the rate, anything. It can be a single digit payment method. So don't put any separator. Simply start typing one after one. CT, press enter. I'm not choosing any bank account. It is giving payment method is not available, which is okay. And then I'll try to save it. I am able to create vendor account with the help of payment method C, payment method T, vendor number is what? 61. If I check BP role, should I find this BP role or not? FLV and 00.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Which table?
BUT 100.
BUT 100.
BUT 100. Go to BUT 100, BP number 61, click on execute. You should find vendor role FLVN 00. Tomorrow this also you will be questioned. How do you identify for a business partner how many roles are assigned? Which table will store this information? The expected answer is BUT 100 from you in your interview. Okay, this is done. Next one, we need to make sure automatic payment related config is properly maintained for payment method C or T. For you to do online payment, you need payment method C or payment method T. You need payment method T. All this is part of your APP automatic payment program. T code for APP config.
FBZP.
LBZP.
FBZP.
FBZP. Go to FBZP. In this, go to payment method in country or region. In country India, do you have payment method T, bank transfer? This is a standard payment method. In every project, we will use a standard C, standard T only. Double click on T. This T is classified as what? Bank transfer radio button.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And down below, for all the online transfer payment, in short, bank transfer, you need to make sure bank details are mandatory. For check payment, you need to make sure street address is mandatory because majoritarily you will be sending check to the vendor address through courier. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
To send or to courier check to the vendor address, you need to ensure vendor address is properly updated. Street, PO box, everything is important. For check payment method, this will become mandatory. For all online payment related vendor, you need to ensure bank details are mandatory, in which I will tell account number is mandatory. Right? If it is any international vendor, you need to also make sure IBAN number SWIFT code is mandatory. Otherwise, you can leave them blank. Press enter. And down below, you have something called payment medium. There are two payment mediums here. One is payment medium workbench. Another one is classic payment medium program. Where do we use payment medium workbench? Is it for check or is it for online payment?
Online payment.
Online payment.
Payment medium workbench will be used for online payment. Classic payment medium.
For checks.
Check. Check.
Payment medium will be used for check. This also will be questioned. This we will see, we will understand later on. At this moment, ignore it. Just make sure radio button is on. Use payment medium workbench. Enter and then save it. Continue. Come back. At country level, payment method T is available now. From country, we need to extend the payment method to your company code level. For that, go to payment method in company code. Which company code are we referring to? KM10. For KM10, if you see, do you have payment method T enabled or it is not enabled?
Not enough.
Not enabled.
Not enabled.
Not enabled.
It is not enabled. What you do is add a new entry, put KM10 company code, payment method T, press enter. Okay. Form details, all other things. Currently, I am not giving anything. Nothing I am giving. Just press enter and then save it. Continue. Come back. Come back. Now, bank determination. Go to position company code KM10. Select this KM10. Ranking order. New entry. Payment method T. Currency for INR. Ranking order 1. House bank. Let's say I want to take There are two. Okay. Let me take the first one, SBI. Enter. Save this. Bank account we need to configure or bank account enhanced?
Bank.
Enhanced.
The bank account, sir.
Bank
Bank
account
account.
enhanced. Enhanced. Enhanced you need
Enhanced
to configure.
cash GL type, no, sir.
Yeah, we didn't create cash.
Okay.
deal.
Now the KSBI is here. If I go to ranking order, I put KSBI. So what I will do, I will take only SBI. I will take only SBI and save it. But before this, let me go to house bank and then check how these are created basically. Table to see house bank assigned a GL account.
012K.
T012K.
T012K is where I can see a GL account that is assigned to a house bank. Pass your company code KM10. Click on execute. There are two different GL accounts. Now I want to know what GL account type is created for this. Whether it is cash account or it is balance sheet account. Copy these two accounts. Table to see the GL account at chart of account level.
SK.
S00.
SKA1. Go to SKA1. Chart of account. SKM10. What is this?
M00.
HIJK. KM00. Give these two GL accounts. Execute and then execute. Both are created as what GL accounts? Both are same or there is a difference?
Balance sheet. Balance
No,
sheets.
no,
Balance
no.
sheet.
Look at this.
Okay.
GL account type. One is balance sheet account, one is
Balance
cash
sheet
account.
and cash account.
Balance sheet.
Alright. Now let us look at cash account or let us look at balance sheet account. First, let us go with balance sheet account. Later, we will do it with cash account, or you can do it with cash account. To do cash account, you need to ensure the GL account is getting picked up based on the EBS config, self-initiated payment. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Okay.
Previously, we did. So I'm not going to do that now. I will pick balance sheet account. This 12201000. Let me check 12201000. This is used by House Bank SBI. Now in my config, I will put only SBI. Is this clear? This is my balance sheet account. And then bank account. I'll put this, copy, SBI, payment methodity, everything I'll keep as it is, press enter. This if I remove, okay, only outgoing I have given, which is okay, 1002. Save this. Enhanced I'm not giving at this moment because I'm not using cash account type. Available amount, house bank account ID. For this, available amount is updated or not?
Yes.
There is no payment method at this level. It is only at house bank account ID level. Value date and all not required. Just save it. Come back. Now your APP is okay. Let me create vendor invoice. To create vendor invoice, I will go to F-43. I'll create with today's date. Let's say invoice number 01. Enter. Period is not open. KM10. Let me open the period. OB52. KM10. I'll keep period number 4 open. Save this, continue, come out from this screen and come here, enter. 61 is your vendor code. First invoice value
10,000.
10,000, right? 10,000. And first invoice, now I want this payment method to be T, not C. So change this to T. And if I want to change, first invoice will go to HDFC Bank. I'll go to more data. Here, partner bank. I have to select which bank account? HDFC
001.
HDFC.
001. I'll pick this 001 partner bank account HDFC. This is done. Posting key 40. Take any expense account. Anything is okay. Same amount. Cost center. Document. Simulate. And then post it. Let me change this to invoice number 1 and then save it. Invoice number 1 is now saved. Same thing I will do it for invoice number 2. I don't want to do it again and again. Instead, can I create with reference? Second invoice.
Yes.
Yes.
For that, I'll click on post with reference. Previous invoice number 005, year 2025, enter. Everything will remain same. I will update reference to 2. This also 2. Amount, I will change this to 20,000. Enter. Remove this and press enter so that 20,000 will be converted into equivalent dollar. And double click on vendor account. Put star so that this will remain 20,000. Remove it. Press enter. Make sure partner bank for this will be 2 because the second
Yes.
invoice. Go to document, click on simulate. When you are working in the project, you need to make sure every point you're properly observing and then creating a test data. Creating a test data for any scenario is very, very important. If your test data is not correct, you cannot check, you cannot verify any scenario in the project. Okay, save this. Second invoice is created. Now we will create third invoice. Same thing, post with reference. Year 2025. I will update invoice number 3. Invoice number 3. Third invoice will be for 30,000. Remove this blank. Enter. Double click on vendor. Star. Enter. Remove it. Partner bank should be what? 3.
003.
It should be 3. Simulate and then post it. Now 3 invoices are available. Let us look at vendor line item report. T code for vendor line item.
ABL1N.
FBL1N. Come to FBL1N. Give vendor code 61. Open items as on today. Click on execute. You have got total 60,000, 3 invoices. All invoices are updated with payment method T. If you go right side, there is no other information. Let us go to change layout and then sort this. Go to P series if partner bank account type is available or not. Do you have this partner bank account type? No, right?
No, sir.
We have or we don't have? If I click on type, this is offsetting type, this type, flow type, account type. No, this is not available, which is okay. Now 3 invoices are available. Now what is our target when you process the automatic payment? You're expecting 3 invoices are referring 3 different bank account details.
Yes.
Okay. Now let us do the APP F110. Today's
Sir, by
date.
transaction level, we did not update the bank account, right? HDFC, we have
It is
updated
there,
for
no?
3 transactions by using post reference. No, transaction level, we did not change for other 2 invoices, bank account details.
We changed.
We change 002 and 003.
We've changed. If I take 7
Which is
for vendor, if you see, you will find 3 here. For the other one, I put 2. For the first one, it was 3. We changed it.
Okay.
Okay. Now automatic payment, I'll take 01 1504. It is already available. Let's say KM10 only I'll put. Company code, parameter 1515 is okay. KM10, which payment method?
T.
T.
Next posting date, I'll take 16. Supplier number 61. We have only 3 invoices in this vendor account, so I don't need to put
Yes.
any free selection. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't need to put any free selection because there are 3. If you click on others, you will get different other options here. Okay. I'm not using this because we have only 3 there. I need a lock. 1, 2, 4, 61. If you don't want lock, in case there is no problem, you tick the third one and then untick the second one. Second one will ensure log is created in all the cases. Third one will ensure log is created only if there is a problem. Ideally, you need a log when there is a problem or when there is no problem.
When there is a problem.
Log is required basically when there is a problem. So you can put option number 2, when there is a problem, log is created. I'll put option number 3 in case if it is not successful. Save it. Go to status, run the proposal, start immediately, press enter. Proposal is created. If there is a problem, log will be created. Come back. This is okay. Come back and then display proposal. Is there any problem? Is it okay?
No, sir. Is it okay, sir?
Now, if you see the payee bank account number, is it showing 3 separate bank accounts or is it showing same bank account?
3 separate bank accounts.
Alright, you can see it is clearly representing each invoice is coming with different bank account number. Vendor has got 3 invoices.
Yes.
Vendor has got 3 account numbers. Accordingly, system is picking these 3 detail. Yes or no?
Yes.
Right. Now come back. Since this is green, I'll come back. Now I'll proceed to payment. Enter. Enter. Payment run is cancelled. Let's see why this is cancelled. Go to payment log. Number range 20 is missing, which is okay. FBN1, KM10, number range 20. Now, assuming you are in a project as part of your year end, at the end of year end, we need to make sure all number ranges are copied from current year to next year. Is this true?
Yes, sir.
In the year end, we'll have to copy all the number ranges from one fiscal year to another. Assuming your 2024 is getting closed, you need to copy same number ranges of 2024 to 2025. If you wanted to copy T code,
OBH1.
OVH1.
you have
OBH2.
OBH1, you have OBH2. If I come to OBH1, it is copying from company code to company code in case of a rollout project. In which project?
Rollout project.
Rollout project, you will copy number ranges from one company code to another company code. In case of a support project, what we will do? Copy number ranges from one fiscal year to another fiscal year, OBH2.
Yeah.
Enter. Give your company code KM10. Don't give any number range because you want every number range to be copied. In case if you wanted to copy selected number ranges, you can update those number ranges here in the multiple selection. Give whatever you want. To fiscal year 2025. Sorry, source is 2024. Target is 2025. Is this correct? And if you want any number ranges specifically to be copied, put this here. You want everything, leave it blank. What system is understanding with this now? System is understanding. It is given a command, copy all the number ranges from 2024 fiscal year to 2025. Since this is blank, everything will be copied. Click on execute. Are you changing? Sorry, you are changing your settings. Confirm yes. And it is telling whatever the number range which is already available, it is telling interval cannot be added because it is already existing. And for other number ranges where it is not available, it is giving a message interval added. This point you'll have to remember, this point you'll have to do it as part of your year-end activity. In case if somebody is asking in the year-end activity, this is one which you'll have to talk. Now number range is created. Go back to automatic payment program. If I want to redo this payment, I have to go to environment, sorry, edit, payment, delete output.
Yes.
Click on delete because payment was unsuccessful. Press enter. Let us try to do the payment one more time. Enter. Enter. This time payment is created. How many payment documents are created?
3.
3.
3 payment documents are created.
Yes.
Right? It has generated 3 payment document. Now here comes the actual task. Now let us go to table now. What are the tables which will get updated when you run APP?
REG.
REGUH.
REGH.
REGUH. Run on today's date, which is 15. Identification is KM10. Company code is also KM10, right? And then click on execute. When we click on execute, you are getting 6 record. But are you looking for actual payment details or proposed payment details?
Proposal actual.
Proposed.
Actual payment, because you completed payment, right? There, here you have to look at payment document number. If you have the number, your actual accounting entry, this is your actual payment information. If it is F110 sequence number, it is proposal information. Are you looking for proposal information or actual information?
Actual, sir.
Actual information. Actual information means this column, indicator only proposal, should be updated as X or it should be blank.
X.
Blank.
X means
Blank.
it is
Blank,
proposal.
sir.
It has to be blank. Now, when you are giving this requirement, when you are giving this logic to the technical team, ABAP consultant, you need to ensure these points are clearly given. If I want this blank, you have this option here. This option here, right?
Yes.
This one you click, indicator only proposal. and select is equal to blank. Don't put anything. Then what system will do in this field? It will apply a filter. It is always equal to blank. Any value is updated, it will ignore it. Click on execute. Now you are getting only the actual payment detail with payment document number.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Now if you go right side, there are 3 records and you are able to see payee bank account number updated 112234523456 34567.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now same thing if I try to pull another table SE16N, you have one more table, right, for automatic payment program
REGUP.
other than REGUH.
REGUP.
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 Put
REGUP.
REGUP. In this REGUP also pass the same detail. Run on 15, identification KM10. Same thing. You don't want the proposed data, you want actual data, equals to blank. Company code is again KM10. Enter, execute. Same details here also. If I go right side, let me hide unwanted columns here. And if I go right side here, in this REGUP table, are you able to see vendor bank details?
No, sir.
No. Reconciliation accounts.
No.
Vendor bank details are not available here. But when you go to REGUH, here also if I hide unwanted column, in this are you able to see vendor bank account details, payee bank account number,
Yes, sir.
alright, payee bank account, payee partner bank account type 00123, your bank account details, everything is coming, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, no?
Yes.
Now one point here is you are able to segregate 3 invoices into 3 different bank accounts of vendor. In case if I wanted to transfer these 3 payments from 3 different my bank accounts, let's say your vendor has got how many bank account? HDFC, State Bank, Kotak Bank. Assuming you also have account in HDFC, Kotak Bank and then SBI. What you prefer? Kotak Bank payment, you want to do it from Kotak Bank. SBI, you wanted to do it from SBI. HDFC, you wanted to do it from HDFC.
Yes.
Yes.
Right? If that is the case, you need to ensure how do I create a test case? What we need to change? Here, you want to change our bank account also 3 different accounts. Currently, payee bank account is 3 different accounts. Our bank account is the same account. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
What system is proposing now? Your vendor account will be updated with 3 different bank accounts, but your account is updated only from one account.
Yes.
Yes.
Now I want to have a test case in such a way my bank accounts are also 3 used. To do it, what we need to do? We need to create 3 house banks in our company code.
Yes.
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 Right? You'll have to create 3 house banks in your company code while creating the invoice. While creating the invoice, what we need to do along with this one. If you display any invoice
House bank.
in the additional data, partner bank is where you are updating vendor bank account detail. House bank is where you are updating our bank detail, your company bank detail.
Yes.
Here you need to
Yes.
change
Yes.
your bank account. 3 invoices should have 3 different house banks. And when you run the automatic payment program, make sure how details are getting updated. And similarly, when you pull this data, make sure our bank account, how it is updating. When I say our bank account, how it is updating, you need to ensure. Now you're talking about online payment. When you're talking about online payment, you need to ensure payment file is combinedly created. Payment file is created separately for every bank.
Combinedly created.
Payment file.
Separate for every bank.
Separately
Separate for every
created.
bank.
Should be separately created.
Bank wise payment file, na? Three separate file.
Right? It has to be bank wise. If I need to send a payment file to HDFC, I need to follow HDFC format and then prepare a file, send that format to HDFC bank. If I need to send it to SBI, I need to create one for SBI format, send it to SBI. If I want for Kotak, I need to follow Kotak bank and then send it to Kotak. Is that right?
Yes.
Alright. These things we need to understand. If that is the case, while executing automatic payment program, if I go to parameter, while executing automatic payment program, can you execute automatic payment program based on bank account?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
How?
Build on the house bank.
Let's say if I go to free selection, do you have any option here? Others?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Reference, all these things are there. If I double click on others, only these are there. And you need to ensure here you are in a position to add additional columns. If you want in that way, you have to ensure in the include exclude logic, you will have to put a filter called house bank, put the respective house bank. But normally we will not do it, because when you are performing automatic payment program, you're not doing any settlement, right? It is only a payment document creation,
Yes.
right? It is only a payment document creation. Settlement is not happening here. It's only a payment document. Settlement is not happening here. Now we understood there are two ways to take it forward from here. Option number one, you can do a customized process. Option number two, you can follow DME process. In any of the case, are we supposed to prepare a payment file or not?
Yes,
Yes.
Either of the cases, are we supposed to create payment file or not required?
we need to prepare.
Required.
Right? Payment file to be prepared or payment file to be created. Now to create a payment file, let it be any bank, anywhere. You have some basic details, right? Let's say tables related to APP. One is REGUP, one is REGUH. These two tables we need to pick. REGUH is what? Settlement data. REGUP is what? Processed items from this.
Payment.
Okay, one is processed item, one is settlement item. If you look at REGUP, this is your processed item. Processed item means individual line item you are able to get. In short, are these the invoice numbers or are these the payment number?
Invoice.
Okay.
Invoice
This is
number.
the invoice number. Meaning invoice wise breakup, where are you getting REGUP or REGUH?
REGUP.
REGUP.
REGUP. If you go to REGUH, in the H you will not get invoice number. Is there
Yes.
any invoice number in REGUH?
No, sir.
No, right? REGUP invoice details are available. Here invoice details are not available.
Yes.
Tomorrow you will be questioned in your interviews what is the difference between REGUH and REGUP. Then you should be in a position to explain. The difference is you will get invoice details in REGUP, you will not get invoice details in REGUH. And in REGUP you are not able to see vendor bank account details. In REGUH you are able to see vendor bank account details. Is that right?
Yes.
Now, for example, if I want to prepare, if we want to prepare advice form, we are all aware of payment advice form.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This payment, along with the payment, are we supposed to send payment advice to the vendor or not required?
We have to send it.
Required.
Required or not? Payment advice form.
Required.
Required. Required.
Now, when you are sending a payment advice form, based on the payment advice form, your vendor will understand which payment you received, from whom you received, against what invoice number, what amount is received. Am I correct? Accordingly, they will apply the payment to your invoice. And when they give you the statement of your account, they will accordingly represent, okay, for this invoice, payment is received, for this payment is not received. Because with some vendor, with some customer, you may be having discount, different terms and conditions. If you are not making payment on time, you may be charged interest, yes or no? Penalty, late payment charges. So to do this, you need to ensure every payment is provided along with payment advice to the vendor. To create payment advice, which table are you referring? REGUP or REGUH?
REGP.
Both table.
Payment advice to have invoice details or not to have invoice details?
Invoice details.
Payment advice must contain invoice detail. So when you are preparing a payment advice, which table majoritarily we have to refer?
REGP.
REGUP.
REGP.
REGUP table you need to refer. Right. Let's say, assume the below payment file format to be sent to bank. Let's assume the below payment file format to be sent to bank, and here we need to ensure table and field logic to be shared with whom?
Bank.
Consultant. Right? Assuming you are working on a manual process, and you'll have to ensure it is coming from table and then field along with the logic. First one, if you assume first field, let's say vendor name, just random fields I'm writing, vendor number. Third one, let's say vendor country. Fourth one, vendor
bank
account number, vendor bank account currency. Sixth one, vendor bank IFSC code or vendor bank key. Seventh one,
Payment method.
payment amount. Okay. Not
Payment method.
this is not relevant to us. I'll make this as 5, and then this I'll make it as a 6, and 7th one, payment currency, and then our bank account number. Is this right? And if you want
Our bank name. House bank name.
house bank account ID or our bank name, anything, our bank GL, alright. And if you also want to add payment document number, right? Now if you want to add all this information, against every payment, bank requires this information for every payment, am I right?
Yes.
If I have one payment, these details are required one time. If I have 10 payments, how many times these details are required? One time or 10 times?
10 times.
One time. One time.
10 times, no? If you
Yeah,
want to
3 months
transfer
back, yes.
money to 10 of your friends, you need these details one time or 10 times?
10 times.
10 times.
You need it 10 times, right? If you need the details 10 times, are we supposed to put this columns in vertical format or in horizontal format? Is it similar to LSMW field mapping now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, no?
Yes,
This is similar to
yes.
LSMW field mapping. Now you have to play with only 2 tables. What are those 2 tables?
RUGUH.
GUP and
RUGP.
REGUT and
REGUH and then
REGUP.
REGUP. Vendor name, where is it available? Now
REGUP.
name is here. REGUH, you are able to get the number of a vendor. REGUP, you don't have the vendor name here, right? So where is it getting? REGUH. Okay. Now here what you need to do, double click on any line. Double click on any line, you will get data like this. From here, first one you need what? Vendor name. Vendor name, where is it? This one, name. Sometimes your vendor may have a big
Yes.
name.
Yes.
Name 1, name 2 will be also updated, right? In that case, what you need to do, you need to ensure name is properly taken. But do you also have vendor name any other place? You have payee name, right? This is basically
Yes.
this one. If I show you BP, here also people will get confused. People also will try to create confusion in your mind, specifically in your interview. 61, general data. This is basically vendor name. This is basically vendor name. If you go to payment transaction, here you have account holder name of the bank account. Am I right?
Yes.
Are we supposed to take
Beneficiary
bank
name.
account holder name or vendor name? If both are same, there is no
account
problem.
Holder
But
name.
if
Account
there
holder
is a
name.
difference, you'll have to take account holder name. And if I try to put question mark
Yes.
here, right? If I click on this technical help, are you able to see the field name properly here? No, right?
Yes, you
It
can
was.
see MONH.
This is not giving the right field name which you can connect or relate it with your automatic payment program. What you do is come here, you look at payee name here. What is the field name here? ZNME1.
Yes.
You have ZNME1, and what you need to do is you have to ensure while creating a test data, here you change name. When you're practicing, when you're creating a test data, make sure you will change name here. Let's say APP transfer 1 2 and so on, and then update the table again. In short, go to the table, pull the information. In that situation, you need to get this is one name, and here it should be a different name. Then you will easily understand when I'm transferring payment file or when I'm preparing a payment file, I need my account holder name, where this account holder name is appearing here. Meaning while creating a test case, while creating a test data, make sure you are very conscious. Even a small mistake will have a lot of unnecessary unwanted problem. Because whatever you give, accordingly your technical consultant, ABAP consultant will write the logic, he will pick the data blindly. And you cannot tell data is coming incorrect. If data is coming incorrect, you first need to check the logic whatever you have given, whether it is right or wrong. Meaning, before you give data to the technical consultant, make sure you prepare a test case and pull the data from the test case manually from the table and accordingly explain the technical consultant. What they will do when they create the program, when they write the logic, when they execute the test case, they will also validate. So that in one go, everything will go smoothly without any additional effort. Else, they will tell, please check now. You will tell, still there is a problem. He will tell, please check now. You will tell, no, still it is giving an incorrect information because there is no proper coordination. You are not able to get the requirement properly. You are not able to pass on the requirement properly. Logic that you are giving, logic your ABAP is writing, there is a gap. And who is providing all the information? It is we as a FICO functional. Am I right?
Yes.
Then you need to ensure test case, whatever you are creating, logic, whatever you are building, you are comfortable with it first. Blindly don't give anything. Don't take any existing data. Strictly create a fresh data. With that fresh data, validate with existing data also. It is all to be done by your side when you're doing any kind of a testing. Assuming this is what we will be doing, I will take, let's say, this ZNME1. These table names, these field names, you will be questioned. This is REGUH ZNME1. Let's say this is table, this is field. And you will also be seeing certain details are available in both tables. You will also be checking certain details are fetched from both table. You need to restrict number of tables are limited, so that from single table maximum data you try to pull. Vendor name is coming from here, vendor number.
RGB.
What is your vendor number? 61. Check anywhere 61 is here. Supplier.
Yes. Yes.
Where is it coming from? REGUH. Right, this is coming from REGUH. Listener. Put this listener. Vendor country. Is there anywhere vendor country? Country, region. This is coming from here.
Yes, sir.
India.
Yes.
Land one.
This is your pay street, pay address. It is coming from here. What is this? Z land. Copy.
Sir, in
Same
top
thing.
also we have
Z
one.
land. Yeah.
Hello.
Vendor bank
Sir,
account
top one,
number.
land one. Land one.
Yeah. Anything you can take. Land one also you can take. Okay, one is referring to this. Basically, here also you have, right, country. One is referring to this, and other one is referring to this one. Okay, based on the test data, when you're doing it, accordingly you will be finalizing which field is something which we'll have to take. Depending on the requirement, depending on the test data, we need to ensure you will create multiple records, and then you will test ensuring this field is working fine in all my scenarios. If it is not, you'll have to change the field, because the same data is updated in multiple fields. Am I right? Depending on the scenario, we need to ensure right information is picked up. Next one, vendor bank account number. Where is it? H or P? Payee bank account number? H. I'll put Z, B, N, K, N. Copy this. Put this. Vendor IFSC code. Vendor IFSC code. Bank number HDFC T01. Same REGUH.
Yes.
Payment amount. Do you have amount here? INR currency is here. Currency, let's update. WAERS. Payment amount is what we need. Check where is your payment amount. Amount paid is here 10,000. Amount paid in local currency and amount paid, this is in document currency. So you also need to decide in which currency we'll have to take, and all these things you have to discuss with the client, how the bank is processing the payment. Accordingly we need to decide. Blindly you should not put any field here. Everything is based on the requirement by considering all the possible scenarios. At this moment we are taking amount paid in local currency. Normally if you are paying amount paid in local currency, in case if you need to transfer to US, what system will take? System will take 10,000 INR. No?
Foreign transfer.
If I need to transfer amount to a US vendor, if I take amount paid in local currency, will it be correct or it will not be correct?
INR.
Incorrect.
It will not be correct, right? It is incorrect. To a foreign vendor, I need my foreign currency, not INR. So are we supposed to take local currency or document currency?
No.
Document currency.
Document currency. Now in this case, what we need to do, we need to create one more test case in which you create a foreign vendor bank. In which you create a foreign vendor. For the foreign vendor, you process another automatic payment program, put some foreign currency amount, dollar or Singapore dollar, anything, and you run the report, ensure which field is giving you the right amount. One field should give you foreign currency, one field should give local currency. Accordingly, you need to decide the field. Otherwise, instead of sending maybe, let's say, 500 US dollar, you may be ending up sending $10,000. Who is it? Please go on mute, those who are not talking. Soumya. Okay. What we need to do, we also need to create another vendor where foreign currency payment is processed. Then you need to check which field is exactly referring to there. Otherwise, data will be updated but with incorrect value. Am I correct?
Yes.
Currency code we are taking right, but currency value we are taking incorrect. You need to pay attention on each and every field. Even a small mistake, minute mistake will cause unnecessary problem. And when you're doing a testing, you'll have to do each and every point thoroughly tested. Because is this a normal testing which is used for a reporting? If data is incorrect, you will recheck, you will fix it. But this is something which is going payment, which is processing payment to the external vendor. Once payment is out, then you are at a risk. Agree? No surprise,
Yes,
your client is telling, please pay the amount because of your program. We ended up getting so much loss. Please pay back this amount. Please collect it and then pay back to us. Literally, your client will tell this. Meaning, you cannot be taking any lenience here. You have to be very, very careful because you need to identify what areas are sensitive, where you need to act smart, where you need to ensure data is properly validated. You need to inform your client to test thoroughly. Strictly, you need to make your client process the data in the UAT. When you perform the UAT, you need to inform your client, process all kind of a possible payment, local vendor, foreign vendor, different kind of scenarios you process, and then ask your client to verify the details in the payment file strictly, and then ask them to give a confirmation. Later on, if something is incorrectly done, you can say that no, this is already tested, confirmed by so and so user. Otherwise, user will simply tell no, we did not post anything. It is you who posted the entry. We just checked. We confirmed it is okay. You getting my point? Different things
yes, sir.
you will encounter when you're in a
Sir.
project, and you'll have to be smart enough to get everything done by the user in selected cases where the data is sensitive, where confirmation is very much required from the user side completely. Reports, there are certain things where user, they don't even need to test it. You test from your side, you send a screenshot, ask them to review, sign off, they'll do it. It is okay, but in some cases like this, it is not acceptable. Okay, here you need to put these field names. Payment amount, if I say I will take this value, let's say 10,000 RWBTR, paste this one here. Our bank account number, where is our bank account number? Is this also here only?
Yes.
Now here you are able to see dollar value also, local currency to dollar, sending a company code, exchange rate that is used, conversion. This is account holder name, meaning initially whatever we took, it is not the right field. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Vendor name, where did we write that? Vendor number. Or somewhere we also need to add, let's add account holder name. Which account holder name? Vendor bank account holder name, coming from the same table, our bank account details. We are paying from which bank account? SBI, right? Check,
Yes.
where is it? SBI. House bank key, this is our bank account and our account number. If I close it, if I go right side, our account number is here. What is this field name? UBKNT. Our bank account number, this. House bank account ID. This all information you will update only for the information purpose. You have house bank, you have account ID. If I put, let's say, house bank, this is here. House bank is this. Account ID is this. Our bank name. Where is our bank name here? If you look at, apart from this bank GL account, bank name, bank GL
Sir, you
account.
mentioned both the field names. Sir, you mentioned both the field names as same in the Excel sheet. House bank ID and
Yeah,
bank.
house bank account ID. This is house bank, HKT ID, right? And we need bank name, bank GL account, payment document number. Payment document, somewhere it is on here only, VBLNR. Payment document number is here. Our bank name, our bank GL. Let's check GL account number. This is our GL account number. GL account number is this. Same thing. Our bank name. Bank name, are you able to get it? No, right? Bank name is not updated here. If bank name is not coming here, what we can do? So you can go to T012, house bank, sorry, company code KM10, execute. SBI, can we take this one? Bank name. This is coming from T012 in case if you want. Sorry. Table name T012T and field name is what? Text 1. Copy this, close this and come here. Now most of the information from where you are able to get? Single table. Almost all the details that is required for you to prepare a payment file. Are we able to generate from REGUH table? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow when somebody is asking, when somebody wants to check if you really know the knowledge on this or not, if you can really work on it, this is what they will check. They don't want to see whether you really worked or not. They just see if you are in a position to explain the process thoroughly or not. Simply REGUH, look at this field name for all the key fields. For example, payment currency, house bank, our GL account, vendor account number, vendor name. Try to remember at least few field names so that when you tell to the interviewer or when you tell to somebody, yes, I worked on this, I prepared a functional specification, I have given logic to the technical consultant to prepare the file, you can talk this. We were also talking about payment medium file through DME. T code was what? DME only?
DME.
This is what we took. This is what we took. If you click on display, enter. And we were talking about fields, right?
Yes.
Now here, which table we looked at majoritarily? REGUP or GUH?
H.
H.
GUH. For example, if I try to look at this one, now is it the same fields that you are able to see? Z name 1, Z land. If I try to find from here, let's say I'll take maybe account holder name, KOINH, Control F, thus it is here. Table is what? Structure is what? FPAYH. If I try to find, let's say, payment amount, RWBTR, find here RWBTR. You have RWBTR here. Similarly, if I try to find vendor bank account number, ZBNKN, Control C, Control F, Control V, enter. Am I able to get all the details here even in DME?
Yes.
Right? Meaning, when you work on this, is it easy to identify the field in DME or it is tricky to identify in DME?
Easy to identify.
It's the same thing. Here you are coming from a table, there you are going through a structure. But the whole objective is you need to understand to process a payment, what details are required, from where these details are coming. Everything is coming from APP, automatic payment program. This is the base. This is your base. If you are able to understand the base properly, where this APP data is getting registered, what are those tables? Two tables majoritarily, REGUH, REGUP. Identify the data from two tables properly. Observe the data clearly with the data that you processed with your own example, wherein everything is created by your side. Account number, account holder name, house bank, everything you should have created and you should have listed somewhere, so that by looking at the data you can easily understand. Then write the table name, field name. You will be surprised. Everything is coming from the same table, REGUH here, and here you are able to see PAYH.
So what is the structure?
Just look at the last one. This is a structure. Look at the last digit. You can easily identify when somebody is asking in your interview. You can easily tell when you talk this point. Nobody will even put any cross question. They'll skip the topic. They'll go to the next topic. They understood this candidate is aware how system is functioning. But you need to ensure how you are connecting the dots, how you are explaining to the interviewer. Don't simply read out like a newsreader. Talk in such a way that the other person is able to understand. Same. Structure is called during the programs. When the ABAPer is writing the code and all, they will be using structures, not the tables. Okay. They will majoritarily use structure in place of a table wherever it is available. This I will configure shortly. In the coming sessions, we will configure DME. I will pull the table. I will show how DME payment file is coming out from the system. But before that, you need to ensure these logics you are comfortable with, so that tomorrow when somebody is asking, you can easily tell. Even if you are feeling, no, I'm feeling a little uncomfortable to explain DME process, straight away tell in your project DME is not used. Your client is using customized process, wherein once APP is processed, we are preparing a payment file with the help of a custom program. For this custom program, I have given a logic to the ABAP consultant. Logic, whatever you gave to the ABAP is what you have listed on the Excel sheet now. Then with this, ABAP consultant will write a program, same logic and all. The moment you go to the respective program, T code, after the APP is run, if you pass run date identification execute, data in this format is automatically updated. File is prepared, file is stored in A11 folder, SAP directory. That I'll explain in the coming sessions. As of now, remember, understand points until this only with your own example. When I say your own example, create a vendor of your own, create your own house bank, accordingly do it. As I said, when you're creating it, assume multiple scenarios. One vendor, different bank account. You put 3-4 vendor. You put 3-4 vendors. See how data you are able to match. Here I put in this format. When you do it in a format the way you do it for LSMW. In LSMW, what we did, you copied all the data, then you did copy paste transpose. Am I right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Do the same copy paste transpose so that every data will come in this format. Copy paste, go to table, do it, and tomorrow when you do this activity in any project, you will find very easy to work on any kind of a technical object. Giving logic to the technical, validating the logic to the through the technical, validating the data from the table and all, you will find you are very comfortable to handle with. This you do it. The remaining portion we will do it in the coming sessions. All right.